This is the poor man's ASMR. You might recall in my last video, I said something like, my schedule is getting more consistent so I can post videos on a weekly basis, something like that. Well, it's been almost 3 months, and honestly, I don't know what to say. I just kind of put the YouTube channel on the back burner for a while. I prioritized like working out and, just a bunch of different things, school, church even, just different things that I was kind of neglecting in my life. I decided to kind of bring more to the forefront. So honestly, it feels great to be back though. I've had a lot of ideas over the last 3 months of videos to do. I just haven't put it all together. You know what I mean? So, but I'm back. Things are, I guess I'll do like a little live update. Right now, I got a new job recently. I started working for a real estate company. I do their pictures and I fly the drone for them. It's pretty cush, honestly. I'm doing that and it's a good time. I'm doing a summer school for I think I have 3 summer classes that I'm doing. I'm almost done with 2 of them. They're only 7-week courses, so anyways, that's a little update. Nothing else really going on huge, but I was at my parents' house over the weekend, and me and my brothers were there, and we were all going over. We went down to our playroom that we have down there in my parents' house, and we pulled out all the Legos that we have. A lot of them are on shelves and stuff, like the sets that we really loved as kids. We just put on the shelf, and we're like, okay, we're not going to take these apart, but we have boxes and boxes and boxes of just miscellaneous Lego parts from Lego sets from when we were kids that just ended up, getting demolished or played with and broken. So we went through that and tried to rebuild some of the stuff. The Lego website has like all of the instructions for every set ever right on the website, so we would pick a set and start working on it. So I've been doing that a lot recently too. I live like 5 minutes away from my parents, so it's pretty easy. Just some mornings I just go over there and play Legos. So it's been a good summer. That's what I'm doing, playing Legos, not making YouTube videos. Yeah, that's what I've been up to. So I'll probably make a sports, my thoughts on the NBA, NFL season after the NBA finals wrap up. The way it's looking, it might be a pretty long series. As of right now, when I'm recording this video, the Pacers won game 1 and the Thunder won game 2. So we'll see what happens. I mean, sneak peek. I think the Thunder will win. So, but today's video, like I said, I was at my parents' house and I found a couple of my favorite minifigures from when I was a kid that I wanted to show you guys today. You guys can probably see a couple in there you might recognize, but as I've been making ASMR, I've actually gotten more into kind of the tingly noises. I used to not be a big fan. Like when I used to watch ASMR to fall asleep at night, I would just listen to like people talking. Like Fred's Voice ASMR. I don't know. You guys probably know him. His channel's a little bit bigger than mine. as I've been making more ASMR, I've kind of been experimenting more with some of the sounds. And, I don't know, starting to become the stereotypical ASMR artist as well. But, let's open this and go through a couple of these. I'll kind of just pull them out at random. Okay, well, this is potentially my favorite minifigure from when I was a kid. Let's see if I can. The old Lego Indiana Jones on the white horse. This, man, I have so many good memories as a kid playing with Lego Indiana Jones sets. I had some neighbor friends that had so many Lego sets. I think they had like pretty much all of the Lego Indiana Jones sets, and they were so fun to play with. I don't know what it is, but I feel like the Lego Indiana Jones sets were always very playable. Like if you remember I don't know what it's called, from the first scene of the first movie with like the boulder run and stuff like that. That set was so playable as a kid. You could just, oh man, it was so I didn't have that one. My neighbor friend had it along with all the other Lego Indiana Jones sets, but I think I think the first Lego Indiana Jones set we got, man, I'm trying to remember. Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember the first one we got, but man, such a good looking minifigure. I have the new, they came out with they re-released the Boulder Run Lego set, I think almost 2 years ago now. I got it, and honestly, I like the old Indiana Jones minifigure more. I don't know what it is about it. The new one is a little it's almost too cartoony for me. This one, you can see his arms kind of loose. He's been played with a lot. Probably got some cracks. Yep, some cracks forming on the sides, but as a kid, I didn't have the foresight to not play with my toys and save them and then resell them later. But I think that's a good thing. I think I started playing with Lego Indiana Jones before I'd even seen the movies. I might have seen parts of Raiders of the Lost Ark as a kid before I got the minifigures, but I guess this one then is from it's like in the first movie, the chase scene where he's on the horse and he's going after the Germans who have the Ark of the Covenant in the back of their military trucks. I think that's what this one is from, I believe, which is probably my favorite. Oh, I don't know. It might be my favorite scene from that movie, from Raiders. And by the way, I think Raiders of the Lost Ark is the best movie of all time. And all you film critics can come at me with your hot takes, but Raiders of the Lost Ark is the best movie of all time. So good. And just such an iconic character. So, there's that first one. I'll try not to keep this video too long. I know some of my videos are getting up to be like 45 minutes, so I'll try and refrain from doing that, but Lego Indiana Jones, such a good minifigure. Alright, just pulling out blindly here. That's what she said. Sorry. Alright, next one. This is super short-lived theme with Lego. I think they only had a couple sets, but for some reason, I think I was probably like 11 when they came out, and for some reason they were just super fun to me. Even though by that time I was more into like Star Wars and different things like that, I spent money on the Toy Story sets just because I thought they were kind of cool. But this minifigure, he came in a set with like 4 or 5 other little toy soldiers. He's missing his gun. I couldn't find the gun in my parents' house, but this was a super cool set. I don't know. I'd be interested to see what the resale value of these guys is. It's either really high or really low because they're pretty unique. But yeah, nothing too crazy about this one. I also have. Figure I might as well pull both these out. Rex, Lego Rex. This is from in Toy Story 3. At the very beginning, there's like the train scene. They're all on the train, and they made a Lego set of that, and I got that I think for Christmas one year. Just because I didn't necessarily like the minifigures, I actually think I wanted to use the train for like Lego Indiana Jones stuff and recreate that scene from The Last Crusade where he's running on the train away from the Cross of Alvarado robbers. Anyways, so I got this set. It comes with Rex and the Piggy Bank guy. I don't even know his name now. And Woody, Jesse, the horse. I don't know what the horse's name is. It came with a ton of minifigures. It was a super fun set, and the minifigures are pretty unique. As you can see, they're just fun. These are probably 15 years old now. Probably about 15 years old. This Lego Indiana Jones one, though, probably like, man, I know the first Indiana Jones sets came out in like 2007, 2008, so I'm like 18 years old. That's crazy. Man. That's pretty nuts, honestly. I don't know. If you can't tell, this is probably my favorite minifigure of the whole collection, because I just keep fawning over it. But we'll move on. Let's see. Oh, my bad. Oh, okay, let's go. This is Agent Chase. This is going to be quite the extraordinary pull. This is another Lego series that I was super into as a kid, but it was probably only 2 years that they made sets. But I think this one came from a big Lego helicopter. We don't have it anymore. It's broken down into a million pieces, but man, these sets, there were a couple of sets from this era, a couple of themes. I have some more figures from this era of Lego. It was peak Lego. Like, they had so many dope sets. I think this is when Ninjago was first getting started as well. So they were kind of experimenting with a couple of different things. So Lego Agents was the name, and they probably only had like 2 years of sets, but the sets were so dope. On this one, the helicopter, it had 2 sets of blades that spun, and you would push a button on the back and it would do it automatically, and then these guys would drop down from the sides on little ropes. Yeah, and I only have the Agent, but the minifigures from this series were so cool too. Like, they were incredible. as well. So all three of these are from different themes, but probably around the 2011 time period. I don't know, probably 2011, 2012. But this one was Lego Atlantis, which probably had some of the coolest minifigures. As you can see, this one's been chewed on probably by my younger brother. And then this one is Lego Space Police. Also, probably some of the coolest minifigures of all time. But this period, so I think at this time there was Lego Agents, Lego Atlantis, Space Police, and Power Miners. And those were all such cool themes. Like, I don't know if Lego really does any original themes like that anymore. I think they mainly stick to like movie sponsorships and Star Wars, and I think right now they're doing a lot of those botanical. I don't know, but when I was a kid, Lego was for kids, and there were so many just cool minifigures, cool themes, and honestly, I think I don't have one of them with me, but I know we have some of them at my parents' houses. The Power Miners. That was probably my favorite theme, besides Agents, was Power Miners, because it was so cool. I think each one of these had like little, if you went back when Lego.com was cool, they had like games and little videos that went along with each theme. And the Lego Agents game, I remember, was super fun. And then there were like kind of crazy backstories for Space Police and Lego Atlantis that were pretty extensive. But yeah, all three of these are from like probably 2010 to 2012 era. If you grew up with Lego during that era, you know how dope it was. Man, such a good time. And just looking at like the detail on this guy, I don't know if you can see it, but he's got like a nail file in his pocket. He's got the ID badge on him, on his leg. Oh man, like these, I don't know. I've bought a couple Lego sets recently, and honestly, I haven't been super impressed with like the level of detail, and I felt like it was better when I was a kid. And I know like on some minifigures now they have the printing on the side of the leg, but I don't know. Maybe it's the originality of all of it that makes it cool, but this period was so dope. I will say, Lego Ninjago, my youngest brother has been way into Lego Ninjago for years, and they do a pretty good job as well with keeping, refreshing minifigures and having cool stuff come out all the time. I'll have to, if you guys like this video, maybe I'll go and get some more, because I know I have like some Power Miners and Ninjago, kind of some more vintage, not vintage I guess, my mom, it's 15 years old, I guess it can be considered vintage, but some older stuff you guys might like. Man, another two of my favorite minifigures. Clone Wars Yoda and Clone Wars Commander Wolf. And look at that face. Man. I'm telling you, and this was probably also around 2013 maybe. I don't exactly remember when these are both from the same set though. They're from the Republic frigate. And man, I know the Lego Yoda, the Clone Wars Yoda, the minifigure itself doesn't really look like Yoda, but it's like identical to the Clone Wars Yoda. You can't tell me different. Like that thing is pristine. And this still my favorite clone trooper of all time. And I know like you guys Captain Rex. But come on now, like, you can't beat that. It's such a dope minifigure. And on his helmet, you can see the detail, but across the mask it's like a wolf's face. It's easier when the visor's not on, but and then I mean, I don't even know what they call this stuff, but they do it with paper now. I've seen a couple of minifigures come out and they just have like paper or like the felt fabric instead of the hard plastic, which is fine, I guess, but it's just not the same. But I spent like hours playing with this set. It was another super playable set. Like, everything opened up and they had a little skate pod that would drop off the front. I got this one for my birthday when I was probably 12, 13. Man, such a cool set. And there's another minifigure. There's another one of Wolf's troopers that has, like, it's a jetpack trooper. And again, super detailed. Man, I think this set also came with 2 other Jedi, kind of lesser known ones. I know the one, sorry, I'm exposing myself to all you Star Wars fans, but the one, it also came with a Jedi, the one that Jango Fett kills in Attack of the Clones. Kind of has a long, like a fish-looking head, but he jumps up and goes to attack Count Dooku. And then Jango Fett goes, did you, and he falls back down to the arena. Yeah, it came with that Jedi. So, do you guys like my Jango Fett sound effects? The anyways, but this set was super cool. Man, let me try and get all of these minifigures all up on the screen. I don't know how this thumbnail's gonna go. I'll try and maybe I'll just get these 6, because I don't know if I can hold any more. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll see. I might have to manually take a thumbnail later, but I don't know. In this era of Legos, I'm realizing just now that most of these are from like 2010 to 2013, which was probably when I was in my peak Lego phase. And then I think kind of naturally, like most kids do, you kind of phase out of it when you get to high school. You're like, oh man, Legos are not cool. I don't play with toys. I just like girls and sports and blah blah blah. Which was true. But man, Legos. Now that I'm an adult, I'm like, dang. When I buy a house, I need to like plan it strategically with my wife, or at least it'll probably end up being an argument with my wife. But we gotta have a Lego room. Just such a fun time, and I think Legos kind of realized that its audience has grown up a little bit, which I think is understandable. But you gotta market to kids. Like, you gotta do more of this. Gotta have more of these, just original, fun things. And like, I don't know. Like, as a kid, Lego was so fun because you could make up your own stories with all these guys, because there was no like movie or anything like that to go along with it. And like Indiana Jones, as fun as it was, even, I mean, there was a story involved, and you just kind of recreate the story as a kid with the minifigures. But I don't know. I love Legos, but I do think they're more geared towards adults now, which is weird, but fun, I guess. But I do wish that sometimes they would have more original themes like this, original IPs, where they could, I don't know, let kids be a little more imaginative. I think that would be good. But anyways, let me know if you guys want to see anything I said, I have more. Like power miners, Ninjago. Oh, we've got a bunch of stuff. So if you guys want me to do another part 2 to this video, let me know. I'd be absolutely down to do that. So, anyways, I'm back. I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna be more consistent in making videos, but I'll do my best. Appreciate you guys. My next upload will probably just be, I don't know, doing some doodling and talking about the NBA and the NFL. So, gotta talk about my Sacramento Kings, because now that Tyrese Halliburton is going off, it makes me wonder where we went wrong. Well, never mind, I know where we went wrong. We went wrong lots of places, but anyways, it's good to be back, good to be making another video, and I will see you guys